Good morning, folks. I was able to attend Brother Darryl Robinson's homegoing yesterday. I drove down with my main man, Willie Frasier. Willie and I met during the 1985 Clemson Career Workshop 2, same place I met Cheese. And we've been friends ever since. He shared some great memories of Cheese during our ride. He was actually Cheese's roommate too for a while. I never knew that, but I wasn't surprised, not in the least. Yesterday was amazing in more ways than I can recount here, but I will stick to the highlights. We arrived early, but just after Omega Psi Phi's memorial service ended. As we approached the venue, we saw hundreds of brothers in purple and gold, all ages and stages of life, just talking, sharing memories. That was a beautiful sight. I started to see faces of familiar classmates. Facebook makes it easier to remember people's names, but nothing connects us more than face-to-face conversations. That's a lost art. So we all started to catch up, introduce, reintroduce, and this went on for at least an hour. Then everybody filed into the Arts Center. And I knew the first thing I had to do was walk down to see Cheese. See, I don't like to do this, but that's exactly why I do it. I have to accept what has happened to move forward. So he looked at ease, very at ease. He looked like he was thinking about something. And he looked like the chief. Like he really looked like the chief. And I still felt sad, but seeing him made me feel a lot better. And for me, this is how healing starts. So the venue's packed, but Willie and I sat in front of Cheese's math teacher. She introduced herself, and she was beaming with pride about her Darryl. We also got to sit with Brother Terry Manning, another one of Cheese's former roommates, but also a bad brother and mentor. Terry was the first African-American editor of Clemson's student newspaper, The Tiger. Now, if you were at Clemson in the late 1980s, you understand the magnitude of that accomplishment. This is a story that must be told too, but not today. I digress. Let's get back on track. So Terry is a Renaissance man. He's a writer, visual artist, and a photographer. 30 years ago, I used to always peep his camera. Then I'd be like, one day, I'm going to get me one of those. Now, yesterday, he was working with a Canon PowerShot G7X. Now, those who know if you're into that kind of thing. The thing is nice, at a nice, reasonable price. It's a weapon, but it doesn't look like a weapon. It's small, it's pocket sized, simply elegant, elegantly simple. Takes great indoor and outdoor shots without a flash. You can shoot selfies with it, or you can shoot in the traditional mode. It's the kind of camera a Renaissance man would have. This ends my commercial. Anyway, the cool thing about watching a photographer do their work is that they're careful observers. They're able to anticipate key moments, and they capture those moments more often than not because they're tuned in, they're engaged. So I stopped my daydreaming and I focus on the moment. The tributes to Cheese began, and each one lifted us all just a little bit higher. Now, I was particularly drawn to Brother Randy Verine's remarks. This brother displayed a pure, unadulterated love and humanity for cheese that most of us, especially dudes, are afraid to show. I introduced myself to Randy afterwards, and while we chatted, he made one statement that just froze time. He said, if cheese had $40 and you needed $20, he would give you $30. And that's a lyric that belongs in a song. Brother Michael Fortune, in his remarks, revealed that Cheese had drafted the framework for a formal mentoring program to connect older and younger Omegas according to their professional and personal interests. Now, I'm not an Omega, but I'm here for an effort like that all day and would love to help get it off the ground. So y'all get at me if I can help. The Brother Fortune also announced a scholarship endowment in Cheese's name, as well as an effort to visibly honor Cheese's legacy in one of Clemson's hallowed halls. Now, I'm here for both of these efforts too, all day. I even think he should be honored in Freeman Hall, frankly, but nobody asked me. So the service ended, and as we filed out, I scrambled to find a program. These are very important keepsakes to me. They're historical documents. They're records of who, what, when, where, why, and how that we lose when we snooze, man. You leave them under your seat. So I approached Brother Ernest Nicholson, whom I had not seen in person since we were both students at that 1985 Clemson Career Workshop. He acknowledged the Cheese tribute video that I posted on Facebook last week, like last Sunday. I tried to play it cool, but I'm always humble, appreciative, validated, and just a teeny weeny bit shy when people acknowledge my work. So thank you too to Sisters Wendy Coleman Blue, my rock, Lisa Wilson, Yolanda Gant Upshaw, and Margie Pizarro. All y'all make me blush, but keep me advancing in my calling. You keep me encouraged. Thank you. Thank you. I want to share hopeful, healing, transforming truth by sharing our stories in real time, where we can enjoy them and understand, and then preserving them for posterity so they can understand, the youngsters. I digress. Ernest let me borrow his program. I scanned it, and I brought it back to him. He told me to keep it. Thank you, brother. Now, ain't that just what Cheese would have done, y'all? Say la.